Good morning, Falcons. Today is Tuesday, October 28th, 2025. I'm Lizzie,
I'm Leah.
and this is your view from the Falcon's Nest.
Happy Red Ribbon Week. This year's theme is A Life is a Puzzle, Solve It Drug Free. Each healthy choice you make is like a perfect puzzle piece that strengthens your future. By staying drug free, you're showing yourself and the world how much you value your health, community, and dreams. When you choose health and positivity, you're putting together a masterpiece where you can aim for the stars and achieve your goals. Keep adding those bright pieces to your puzzle. We believe in you. Stop by the Students Against Destructive Decisions table during lunch on Thursday. Sign a pledge to commit to growing up safe, healthy, and drug free, and receive a sweet treat as a thank you for making positive choices.
In this week's edition of Health Minute, the Indiana Department of Health is encouraging Hoosiers to protect themselves against influenza after confirming the first flu related death of the 2025 26 season. It's unclear how old the patient is or where in the Hoosier state the patient is from. Officials say that they are not providing any additional information about the patient due to the privacy laws. Flu season is typically runs from October through May. More than 660 Hoosiers died after contracting influenza during the 2024-25 flu season. While anyone can get the flu, health officials say that there are some people who are at higher risk of serious flu-related complications, such as pneumonia, hospitalization, and death. They include pregnant women, young children, especially those too young to get vaccinated, people who are immunocompromised or have certain chronic illnesses, and the elderly. That's it for the week's edition of Health Minute.
This year marks the 60th anniversary of John Glenn's first yearbook. The Friendship staff is working on the special edition of the yearbook. A limited number of yearbooks are produced annually. You can preserve your copy now by bringing cash, check, or money orders to room 406. Checks and money orders must be made payable to John Glenn High School.
Due to the federal government shutdown, families that normally depend on SNAP benefits to put their food on the tables may have to find alternatives in the coming weeks or months. SNAP benefits are scheduled to run out Saturday. If you or your family are in need of assistance, you can find local pantry hours and locations via the Food Bank of Northern Indiana website or foodpantries.org. Unless the federal government is reopened soon, there will be a limited availability of funds to pay the upcoming SNAP benefits for approximately 42 million people across the country.
A St. Joseph County Council committee tonight will consider a rezoning that a developer has requested to build a second data center near New Carlisle. The New Carlisle Town Council strongly opposes the project. To build the data center for a client the developer refuses to publicly identify, the company would need the county to rezone over 1,000 acres along Chicago Trail from agricultural to industrial. Last Tuesday, the town council voted 4-0 for a resolution stating its opposition to the project. Specifically, it states such projects should be confined to the Indiana Enterprise Center, the newly industrialized area that the county established to recent years to develop the Amazon data center east of the town. And now to weather with Grayson.
Hello and good morning. We have for today's weather a temperature of 42 degrees, a real feel of 39, partially cloudy with fair air quality. Moving on to the 3-day forecast. Today we're going to have a high of 60, a low of 37, partially cloudy. Tomorrow we're going to have a high of 57, a low of 36, partially cloudy. And Thursday this week we're going to have a high of 55 and a low of 38, partially cloudy. Moving on to sports.
The curtain goes up on the first winter sport of the school year tomorrow night. Coach Reese's Lady Falcons basketball team will scrimmage in the Everwise Gym. The opponent will be one of the top teams from the Northern Lakes Conference, Wawasee. Best of luck to the girls as they embark on another successful year. The ISSA Student Athlete Tip of the Week comes from Bill Shepard of Carmel. According to a Shepard, a few weeks ago, the ESPN panel spoke about the word maturity and how it plays a key role in the success of many college teams, especially with the number of players that are transferring on a regular basis. Shepard says former Alabama coach Nick Saban hit the nail on the head when he said that maturity to me is staying focused on the right stuff in critical moments. I think that means that whatever the situation, you can focus clearly on the task at hand with outside interference or distractions. Whether it is on the field or core of the play, in the classroom, at your job, remember that the more critical the situation, the more important it is for you to focus on your full attention. And now back to lunch.
All right, for today's lunch selection for the entrees, We're gonna have beef taco meat, meatloaf sandwich, PB&J Uncrustable, ham toast salad, and turkey chef salad. For the sides, we're gonna have refried beans, golden corn, taco toppings, fruit slushy, salsa, and low-fat sour cream. I'm afraid that's all we have time for today, Falcons. Have an amazing day.